Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Watch the screen. Check 53. Ready. Easy alert.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now Stafford.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Go, Eddie! Alert!
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 41-yard line.
Hey, easy! Hey, check.
From the 41, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. A gain there of 21 yards.
Complete to Marvin Jones. A gain of 21 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They run. This is Scarborough. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
22!
2nd down and goal. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James there to make the grab. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Buying time to his left. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Seahawks nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Wilson now off the bootleg. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That one good for 37 yards.
1st down, Lions.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Here's Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Undercut.
At the 41-yard line.
Libra. Easy alert!
And to give this time to the tailback. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Stafford. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 42 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check me out. Check me out. Check left.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Number 3, Russell Wilson on the keeper.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
Let's go, D.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They think he can win every battle.
Dancing to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick, and now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Buying time to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Pick.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go! Quick, Ricky! 51, Mike, 51! Ricky!
Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Keep it up! Check.
Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A'Shawn Robinson coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Friday!
To throw is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Hey, alert! 44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Marvin Jones, a 28-yard gain. And the Lions first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54. Hey, box drop. You under 10, 10. Hey, 70.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Johnson. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, Stafford. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Stafford eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Monday.
To throw is Stafford.
That's the way.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Throwing again on second down. Wilson will find Ballore out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing is Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard
line. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Wilson to throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
32 to 80. 54.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, it's Stafford. Complete to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Big 20. Shit. Hey.
On first down, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
40 got.
From the 27, Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Easy. Omaha, ready to move.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Prater, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Dancing to his, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They go to Johnson again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. On third down, Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 5-4. You don't want
50, stay 50.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Bo Scarborough, 64 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, Johnson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Set. Red 80. Mike 54. Alert. I'm bringing. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
22.
They go play action here on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You figure down in the red zone, the play call that's going to come in, find the guy that's most susceptible, the guy that you think that you can beat. In this case, they tried to pick on the rookie, and he was actually up to the challenge.
Yes, he was. Solid job knocking that away. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From a yard out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
What we got?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
you
down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Watch my board. It's been a long day for you. Check Nero. Hey, some motion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Stay with your man. Omaha, remove.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, catch made by Fulgham. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Protein spill.
From the 39, Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
And it's third down.
Waiting. Mike 50. Let him know. Zebra.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
That's got to be a long day. That's got to be a long day. Hey. Banjo. Mike 50. Switch up.
Throwing is Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, high 7. Hey, 50 to Mike. 50.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
X3, 218, chop it.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They try again with Scarborough. Down right around the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but
Not a day in my life, knows my dog.